PBO, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, man. We can hear you just fine. Man, you gotta tell me, PBO, what's going on? What are you seeing? What should people be prepared for? Should people be freaking out? Give us your thoughts on this whole thing, man.
All right, real quick, man. I gotta get a shout out to Malik, man. As an old guy, like you said, he was dropping gems, the blueprint. That's the blueprint right there, man. If you weren't taking notes, you need to rewind and write down everything Malik said, man. That's the blueprint right there, man. Shout out to the young lions, man. I like to see him. That got me energized as an old dude. I was like, oh, I got to get back to grinding. I see the young guys putting in work, man. But as an old guy, ain't no need to panic, man. I'm 55. I done seen 3 recessions, man. I went through one. You just got to figure out. Malik gave you the blueprint. If you got the skills, ain't no need to fear the recession because you want a commodity. You're on LinkedIn. You got your network and you prepared to move. As an old guy too, I've been in cybersecurity longer than Malik been born. Part of that's incident response. You need an incident response for your life. If I get laid off, what's going to be my next move? You should already have that mapped out so you don't have to panic. So if I get fired, right, I got my network. I got my 3 months of savings. I got, housing equity I can hit. I got 401k I can tap. Right, you need to know the moves before you can make them. We're playing checkers. We're playing chess, not checkers. Let's get rolling.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it. You got to tell the people too, PBO, where they can find you. What is it that you're doing next while we're going through this in the tech space, right? Obviously, I want you to shout out the channel, first of all. That's number one. And number two, while we're going through this, what is it that you're looking to capitalize on? Because this is an opportunity for many of us to make more money. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm seeing a whole bunch of people get promoted still. I'm one of them. I'm getting to the money. I'm getting more money, right? And what are some opportunities you're just seeing in tech in general that you're going to capitalize on, or you suggest others to capitalize on as well too? So go ahead and shout your channel out first and then hit that next question, sir.
Miss Wade is already on it. She done put my channel into the chat for me. I'm old. I was struggling. I talk about cybersecurity, like Malik said. I talk everything about what happens in everyday life. And I'm on my AWS grind. So every Sunday, I do a AWS cybersecurity class on Sunday at 3 p.m. If you ain't watching football, come check me out. If you watching football, come check the replay out. So me, I've been focusing on, like Malik said, I've been joining the cloud with security. So I think that's the ace of spade card. When you can do security in the cloud, you're at the top of the pyramid, right? Those guys make $200,000 to $250,000 a year. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on, right? Because everybody's going to the cloud. If they're not there, they're going to get to the cloud. And you said one thing I got a little pushback on there is those companies wasn't making mistakes. They overhire. They know they're going to lay off. But what happens is when I overhire, I could pick out Antoine Wade. I could pick out Malik. I could pick out Mr. Nix, right? Then the bottom, what you would call quiet quitters, I can fire all those. I'm gonna pick the best people and keep them.
That's right.
So I think I do that on purpose. So
that's an interesting take on that, PBO. I feel like this, right? And my whole thing is saying the mistake is this: the CEO should have known better that it shouldn't have. That world was not going to exist for a very long time, PBO, right? Because you already know when you are enclosed into, it was almost like in 2 years, we were in jail for the most part in most of the world, right? You had to stay in. There was restrictions on going out. Restaurants were shut down and so forth. And what the CEOs did was they said, okay, well, this is going to be the new norm in a way, right? Which in that mindset, it's a bit naive to think about that, things are going to go up, that they aren't going to come down, right? So that's the context of the mistake that I was talking about. But you're absolutely right. During that process, these guys overhired. I'm talking about they just got so big to where they said, hey, you know what? We got to keep this thing going. We got to keep this thing going. And that's the reason, if you think about it, brother PBO, you're absolutely right. That's when quiet quitting was born, because so many people were brought on and it was like, hey, you know what? I could be making $200,000 a year and I'm not doing anything. And guess what companies and these managers are saying though? They, just like you said, I know the high performers. I know the people that are creating the visibility, who are getting the work. And guess what they're doing? You're right. They've already looked at those quiet critters, the majority of them, let them go. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
So I think which ain't much of a disagreement, is I think they knew it was going to go down, because what happens is I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to overhire. They know it's going to crash. I don't think they care because they want to cherry pick the best. So if I get 5,000 extra people, I'm gonna pick the 2,500. The other 2,500, I don't care about. I'm gonna lay you off anyway. I think they did that on purpose. But go ahead. I think they did that on purpose. But go ahead.
PBO is saying these guys are cynical.
Yeah, you giving them too much credit. I think you're giving them too much credit because those guys are old like me. They know it's gonna be up and down. Like, shout out to my young guys. They were like, oh, you got to get in crypto. I respect crypto, but I was like, go look up tulips. That happened in 1923, man. People were buying too many tulips, then it crashed. The same thing with crypto. This happens every couple of decades. They knew it was gonna happen.
And you got a good point bringing up the whole crypto thing with FTX this week, bro. Oh my gosh, what a bloodbath. What's up, Ladder Climbers? This is Antoine Wade. I wanted to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about Course Careers. Course Careers is the place that you guys need to go if you have a high interest into tech sales. They will help you gain the skills that you need so that you can enter the tech sales world to make a whole bunch of money. Tech sales salaries early on is about $60,000, guys. That's a good salary. And with OTEs, you can make anywhere from $85,000 to $90,000. If you have an interest in tech sales, check out Course Careers, link in the description. And don't forget to use Antoine50 so that you can get a $50 discount off of Course Careers. See you guys in tech sales. Man, I can tell you this, facts, bro. I cannot, disagree with anything that you're saying, PBO. You bring a great perspective in there, and
I got a few grays in my beard. I'm just trapping a few. I done seen this before. You've been in housing. I done seen 3 housing recessions. So I'm just wait. It's gonna come to you. Just wait. Don't overreach.
I love the fact that you said. I love the fact that you said, Antoine, don't give the CEOs credit, because at the end of the day, you think about this, right? Companies like or CEOs like Jack Welch, they always brought in new people anytime, right? And what did he do? He did the stack ranking, and every single year he would be letting go the C players, the D players, and so forth. So you got a very good point. It's valid.
That's the blueprint. A lot of people don't know who he is. You need to go and do a stream before I do one. People don't realize. Sometimes I'm doing like Bill Gates, because sometimes you got to look in the past to see the chess moves.
I love it. I love it, PBO. I love it. Dropping those gems. Hey, man, anything else you want to say before you wrapped up? I got Brother Kevin on as well too, man. Anything else you want to give the
everybody
audience?
Come check out Black Heights. I'm about to join the community. We're going to get our AWS on. I got to get with young Malik because, I'm getting my AWS certs. I got 4. I'm trying to stay in front of them because I'm a little older. So I'm trying to get 6 before the end of the year. I got 2 more I'm trying to get. So let's get that cloud money. Let's get that cybersecurity money. Let's get that tech money. Everybody join the Black Heights community. That's all I got, man. Have a great weekend.
I appreciate you, brother. It's always good to hear your voice, man. And stay warm in Indianapolis. I'm here. It's
snowing here too, by the way. It's snowing in it.
All right, brother. You take care, okay?
All right, bro. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.